Ball handler as well, sharing duties.
I think he had one field goal attempt in the first half of that game, which is not what we're used to seeing from him offensively.
The Bucks had a tough time getting to Milwaukee because of all the snow that fell in New Orleans.
They actually have had 3 days off stuck in a hotel in New Orleans, 3 days with no practice. Giannis was the first one that arrived in terms of his teammates around 5:13. It'll be interesting to see how it affects the Milwaukee Bucks. Jimmy Butler is serving a 2-game suspension that is starting tonight. Jimmy Butler has been very vocal that he wants a trade out of Miami.
Both teams have again said that we want to part ways.
After an impressive victory over the Bulls, the Golden State Warriors continue the Jimmy Butler-Steph Curry era as road favorites against the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks, coming off a Sunday win over the 76ers, will be without the Greek Freak through the All-Star break, a key factor giving Golden State the advantage in this matchup.
And Steph out of the corner, and he bottoms a three in response.
That's a relocate, but it was a set play. He just ran through the middle of the court and got one last screen there to get Buddy Hield to the basket. But for the Warriors, it's a full-out sprint now. You got to string games together where you're playing good basketball.
Draymond at 5, going to relocate Buddy Hield. Didn't shoot the three initially, probably when he had a better look at it. Takes a much more difficult three and makes it anyway. And for Moses Moody, this is a tough cover dealing with Lillard. Trying to get it to Jackson. Buddy Hield stepping in. And Buddy in a foot race, putting it up and in. High lefty finish off the glass.
He teardropped 2 Bucks there. They crashed into themselves.
Steph catching. Lopez bothered him. Jimmy Butler doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he does shoot a lot of layups. Yeah. Getting inside.
Well, that last defender did exactly what Jimmy Butler wanted him to. Close out all the way so he can attack that closeout really easily. But
see Lopez, an elite shot blocker, but Buddy Hield went right around him, and then Buddy took some contact on the pass. Steph launches a three. What a crazy play.
They give it to Buddy Hield, though.
GP2 will back it out. Set that screen for Moody. Shooting over the 6'10 Portis, and Moses Moody hitting a three.
That's a confident stroke. Everybody has to be ready to attack again out of Steph's double team.
Steph with an open three. So Curry's got that look already. He's 3 of 4. Kuzma going over Looney again.
Same exact shot. Looney's got to be going, what am I supposed to do with this?
They'll get to it, but the Warriors get the dunk on the other end as Moody never stopped running. And Kevon went with 70 pump fakes and then just laid it in.
1 for each ticket he got.
Buddy Hield with a step back from the baseline. Buddy's feeling good on this road trip. His offense is coming alive. Butler in deep, but double teamed. Majewski catch and shoot three. How about that? Quentin Post fighting. Butler patience, and then Brandon pays it off. Jimmy Butler, he told Post, let me work on A.J. Green. And denied inside. Butler still fighting for it. Warriors maintain possession. Majewski with a quick shot to put it up and in.
Draymond was looking on the other side. At first, he's pointing that direction. He turned to his left. He's like, oh, great news. I see Majewski.
Moody drives the closeout, puts it up and in.
Never be afraid to drive that zone.
Buddy Hield cutting and laying it in.
Buddy Hield just never stopped moving. Finally, A.J. Green just couldn't keep his body in between him and the basket.
Curry with Lillard on him. Buddy Hield. And Buddy, he's got 14 to lead the Warriors right now. Step back to Looney, to GP2, laying it up and in. Jimmy Butler getting to that mid-range spot.
Like that. He likes going right, pulling up with that mid-range. But having Jimmy in the middle of your zone, is that a great option? Yes.
Tic-tac-toe. Jimmy to Draymond. And Colette Azubuike for 2 months has said, get the ball in the middle against the zone. Steph in, out, up, and banking it home. The wizardry of Steph Curry ball handling right there. There's no second defender now. Now Steph doubled. Butler to Draymond, and perfectly executed. So Kyle Kuzma with Damian Lillard, Brook Lopez, Taurean Prince, and Andre Jackson. Moody knocked it away, and then Hield comes up with it. And Buddy will put it up and in, and he's got 16. Warriors had a big letdown early in the third in Chicago, but Steph A layup that went around and in, and I'm resuscitating Kalena, who went to the floor if that had missed.
But that should have been the reverse, Jakes. That should have made him make it.
Steph from the baseline. 2-point lead in the ball after Steve takes the timeout. Steph Curry, a little floater in the lane. And so Steph getting inside. We'll need one more scorer tonight to help out Steph, who's got his feet set. That three is down.
And Looney just knows Lopez is in drop coverage. I mentioned it earlier, just getting him involved in the action.
And the lob to GP2, perfectly thrown by Kevon Looney. And the Warriors retake the lead. Portis rocking into that three. Moody, good box out that time.
Circle of honor there, the long three rebound.
Steph.
Oh, yes.
Getting inside, putting it in and drawing the foul.
He can thank Looney, too.
Steph's sitting right now. These are the non-step minutes of Jimmy Butler. So he'll handle the middle of the zone and continues to pass perfectly.
Yeah, the zone is kind of loose, so it's really easy to get it into the middle, into Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler! Field goal on the fouls. He works the baseline. Clear aside for Jimmy, working on A.J. Green. Little mid-range, perfect.
Told you he's going to get more aggressive.
The Warriors don't have a lot of ISO sets, but you're seeing them get sprinkled in with the acquisition of Butler. Gary Trent Jr. having that three blocked. Draymond Green saved that three and just spiked that out of bounds.
That's how you make up for it, though. Did I say unsuccessful?
Well, no, but you delineated the point perfectly as Moses Moody puts it up and in. I'm just saying, right now, Buddy Hield with 4 fouls. You can live with more with Draymond. Butler on the kick out. Buddy Hield to Quentin Post and drop it in the three. Good shot to great shot. And Buddy with a nice unselfish play. And Butler another steal. Number 4 for the night. Podziemski, dangerous pass. Quentin Post, sidestep three. How about that? The rookie, the 52nd pick in the draft. He just sidestepped and railed that three like he's been doing it his whole life. Moses for three. Just not a good night from distance, but Quentin Post, another opportunity as he is fouled on the rebound.
Told you. You're taking advantage of your size.
Leading by 8, winding down to the 7-minute mark. And you string 2 together on the road. Steph Curry drops it in, and he's got 31.
And Steph is going to smile and point at the fans on the way back. Pointed at someone in the second row with his jersey out. Stopped in no man's land.
Man.
Wiped out.
Podziemski gets blown up by Brook Lopez and draws the foul.
Wow. This is the ball pressure, and you force a pressure release, and then just absorb the crash. Oh my goodness. Hair goes flying.
Quentin Post dropping in a three. Podziemski got the foul. Post is having a fourth quarter and letting everyone know about it.
Look how hyped this man is.
It's like, let's go. This was the 52nd pick in the draft. Lennon mentioned the Bucks played yesterday, so the Warriors trying to be the fresher team. And Moody, not only did he block that, he blocked it off the Bucks. It's Warrior ball.
That's how Michael Jordan got a lot of his blocks from behind, just helping someone else out.
Steph on the step back. Yes, sir! Curry! 34 in Chicago, 34 in Milwaukee, and the Warriors adding to the lead.
Told Kyle Kuzma, get off me. Right into his body, bounced off of that step back. He is a cold-blooded killer.
Cycle it to Podziemski, doesn't settle for the three, and reversing it up and in.
His decel is crazy. It's so tough to time.
Over 4 minutes left. Let's get Jimmy back in the game, too. And Jimmy Butler on the floor with Steph. And Curry down the lane to lay it in. He's got 36.
That's what I'm saying. The thoughtfulness to his attack.
The Bucks come to the Bay in March. Hopefully Giannis will be ready to roll there as Lillard has not done. He's got 36. Steph has 36. And Butler couldn't quite get it off glass. Had a nice take to the rim, and Moody will have the easiest steal and dunk of the night.
Moody was almost surprised. He took a second there. He's like, wait a minute. Go ahead and dunk this.
I think you just said it perfectly. 13 of 43 on threes, but you still put up 120 points.
And Jimmy Butler is going to keep getting to the free throw line.
I'll tell you, I've enjoyed Steph. We always do. The Butler acquisition so interesting. I got the biggest kick out of Quentin Post in the fourth quarter.
He was
hitting threes and letting everyone know about it.
He was big time tonight. He kind of
stole
the show.
Else. Lillard right to the rim.
His hamstring looked good. We weren't sure if he was going to play.
I'm glad Dame did. He's got 38. So Pat Spencer with Jackson Rowe putting it up and in.
Pat Spencer can play.
And Steve and Doc have a little conversation. So 125-111. The Warriors get the win in the first meeting with the Bucks. We'll see them back in the Bay in about a month.
Feels like the Warriors are a more versatile team. 30 of 37 from the free throw line. Getting to the free throw line 37 times, 50 points in the paint. You didn't shoot the three ball well, but it doesn't matter. And then wonderful on the defensive.
I think time for Luka to get there.
I'm not worried about Luka right now. We can't worry about Luka right now. We're talking about right now.
Who are you going to pair with AD? You're going to be the next superstar is going to pair with him.
Hey, that's right. Luka, come on to the Lakers. I like that.
Breaking news on SportsCenter this morning, the Lakers and Mavericks making it a blockbuster night. Luka Doncic headed to the Lakers, Anthony Davis headed to the Mavericks.
It's just so beyond shocking.
To add Luka Doncic to your team.
Insane, man. It's crazy.
It is, in my time of playing basketball, following basketball, coaching basketball, it is the most shocking trade.
Guess what the Lakers just got? A player, not only a face of the league, but a player for the next 15 years.
Right. 25 years old, haven't even reached his prime yet.
This is going to be one of the best reality TV shows probably in the history of sports.
One of the biggest trades, if not the biggest trade in NBA history, just happened recently with Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. This situation still shocks me to this day, especially considering the Mavs side of the deal. I just recently watched Anthony Davis debut with the Mavs and he dominated. But the biggest problem I knew instantly when the trade happened was how long he could stay healthy. Last season, he did really well staying healthy and playing most of his games. But as you can see, injuries are starting to come back and he got injured in his Mavs debut. And the question came back to me again. Why would the Mavs trade a young superstar in Luka Doncic, who brought his team to the NBA Finals out of the blue? Trading away Luka Doncic, a generational talent, just doesn't make sense, at least on the surface. Sure, concerns about his weight and conditioning were growing, but I don't care if he's 3'10". You just don't trade a player like Luka. Maybe there were behind the scenes tensions with the front office or coaching staff, but again, you just don't trade a player like Luka unless there's something deeper at play. This wasn't just a basketball move, it was personal, especially when Luka didn't even know that he was getting traded. This dream scenario became a reality for the Lakers. Having a 25-year-old superstar who will eventually take the keys from LeBron and carry the Lakers franchise for the next decade, and the Lakers have a good chance of winning a title this year or next if Luka fits perfectly with LeBron, and I believe it'll work since they have two high IQ playmakers at the end of the day. Man, it's gonna be a scary sight watching Luka Doncic play this year, after being betrayed by the organization that he thought loved him. This trade might end up defining the next decade of the NBA, and we might look back at it as either the greatest move in Lakers history or the biggest mistake the Mavericks have ever made. So here's a collection of NBA legends and players' reactions and thoughts behind this trade. Enjoy the video, man.
I think it's going to turn out to be a really, really good trade for both sides, right? Luka is a superstar. Not to say the AD not. Luka is a superstar. Luka need to be in LA. Let him go to LA. Let him get around Bron at the end of Bron's career, where Bron can actually, hopefully, can get to Luka and show him the work ethic, show him how to get to this, show him how to get in shape, show like really help him out from that aspect of it. Basketball aspect, that should take care of itself. But somebody who put the work in over there.
Right.
Is on the regimen. You seeing this every single day. So now it's gonna be up to you to match that energy as a competitor. Right? You 25 years old though, Luka.
Yeah.
25 years old. So it's gonna come down to a point if he really want to commit to that.
He's been all NBA first team 5 times. He led the Mavs to the finals last year, BC. Like, his numbers are on steroids. I can't believe they gave up a 25-year-old player, and ultimately because you didn't want to pay him. And I know, because I've been traded 150 times. What happens is they're going to now put out stuff about you. Oh, his weight. Oh, his lifestyle. Oh, this is why we did it. But ultimately, Luka going to get chips in L.A., and he's going to be an iconic figure, Vince Carter, because I can't believe they traded him at this point of his career.
I just think, well, first of all, I was shocked and then wowing. And my only thing is, okay, are the Lakers done? Which I don't think they're done. Because you have this dynamic duo, but I just think you need a big now. Got to go out and get a big to make the game easier for him. And I just feel like Luka's at his best when because he's a threat at all aspects. You put him in pick and roll, he's a lob threat. He's going to find guys, and obviously, he can get buckets on his own. He doesn't even need a screen. But I think he was at his best when he had guys rolling to the basket. Now he's harder to guard because trying to guard Luka one-on-one is tough enough. But now I can, if he's going to utilize his bigs like he does, then now it's like, how do we guard him? Do we stay home? Right now, I'm doubling him every time in the pick.
I didn't even believe it when I'm sitting having dinner, I'm eating my steak, right? I'm about to go to this little Grammy setup, watch my man D Smoke.
Oh, okay.
At this little lounge. So I'm eating, this dude come over here. Hey Paul, did you see the trade and Luka Doncic to the Lakers? I'm eating, and I'm like, what? I'm looking at him like, you burnt, like you clown, have a nice day, bro. Have a nice day. Okay, cool. I was like, have a nice day, bro. I said that to him, and he walked up. I gave all his kindness. I was like, nigga tripping. Man, shut up. Like, shut the fuck up, dog. What you talking about? Okay. And then ding, 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 on my phone, I was like, ring. Luka to the Lakers. I was like, what? I said, this can't be real. So I had to look. So then I had to go.
Put the food down. You ain't eating no more.
I ain't eating no more. I put the food down. I'm like, man, this food is done. This is.
We got to
patch this up, bro. Come on.
Car.
Man, I'm like, hold on. Is this for real? I thought it was fake news.
Just like everyone else, I thought it was AI generated. And then I found out it was real, So that's about it. I mean, it's just a shocking trade. You don't see it. I think I've seen a trade like this in my ever. Like, this is the way I would.
Obviously, our ability to score, rebound, pass, it's going to make it a lot easier on our teammates. And that's all we want to do. We want to be able to create opportunities for our teammates where they only have to catch, finish, catch, dunk, catch, shoot. And it's our job to lead them every single night. Listen, Luka's a big-time player, 25 years old, haven't even reached his prime yet, and he's done some amazing shit in our league already. I'm happy to have him. LA's happy to have him. And it's still a little bit surreal, honestly, to be honest.
They expressed their surprise at the Luka trade, the Luka for AD trade. How did that one land with
you? Just because of how kind of out of the blue it was without any type of hint or rumor or any kind of sign. That's especially them coming off the final. It's a reminder, maybe only a few in this league that go to sleep with any type of confidence. Very unique. The idea that it happened in silence was pretty crazy. The fact that you hear a trade and everybody thinks somebody's been hacked is hilarious.
I just got home. I was out all day with it was family day. I had actually went to a kids kindergarten game. Great game in the kindergarten space. So I've been out all night, tired. Got back Beverly Hills about 9 something. I'm in the crib and I look at my phone and I got a text message from Ken. We talk all the time. And he sent me a screenshot. And so I zoom into the screenshot. Like, I'm thinking, we fellas, we send each other stuff all the time.
I don't know what he
You know what I mean? So I zoom into the screenshot and I see it's Sham. So I'm like, what is this? And I see Luka to the Lakers and AD to Dallas. I'm like, AI. This is an AI account, right? Yeah. So I don't say nothing. I go right to social media, load my joint up. First person I see, Famous Loso. Y'all follow Famous Loso?
Yeah, we follow
Famous Loso.
Shout out to Los.
Famous Los. Yeah. Famous Los was doing his breakdown of the trade. He was going crazy. And I was like, hold on, let me go to somebody else. So I load again. Next thing you know, it was 15 straight posts. It was all Luka in a Laker jersey, AD. And I was like, I got so happy. I haven't been as excited about NBA basketball in a very long time, bro. First, I was in shock. I think I was still in shock when I woke up this morning. Yeah. Because we haven't seen this in a while, right? Not this and not at this level. Matter of fact, we probably never seen this, not at this level.
Not at this level.
And so, but I was so happy for the league, dog, because I'm like, oh, we about to talk about the NBA.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, we about to all be excited.
Everybody.
And what we got to understand is, and a lot of people don't understand is, it's hard being the face of a league.
Right.
That's hard. Yeah. That's a lot of responsibilities come with that. But you need to learn how to be. LeBron has been an amazing face of this game for a very long time. We're losing him soon.
Yeah.
So the NBA us as fans of the league, we need our face, right? And the game just is what it is. It's international.
Yeah.
Well, the top players, we can go down the list and knock them down. The top players are international players. So give us our face of the league, but you have to learn, Luka, how to be the face of the league. These are the things that come with it.
Yeah.
You have to be available. You got to be on the court to be the face of the league. Yeah. So let me put you with somebody who's done it as good as anybody to show you how to be. That's how I looked at it. That's how I look at what's going to happen when you talk about what LeBron's legacy is from leaving the game in a good place. Put Luka in a good place for us.
Well, obviously, Dallas didn't want to move forward with one of the greatest young players that we've seen today. I wish the business of basketball could have been handled a little better. You would think a guy that 5 years in the league, 5 first-team All-NBAs would at least get the conversation like, hey, things are not going well. This could possibly happen. But, you know, he felt the same way I felt. When it went down, I actually had to look and make sure it wasn't April Fool's Day. So, I mean, I would like to have seen it done a little bit more respectfully. But this is what, and us three, we know this, you know this too. This is what we call the business of basketball. I remember the day they traded Patrick Ewing. And it made me say to myself, nobody is safe. Then Dominic, then me, then you. So it happens, but it's just very unfortunate. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on. He wasn't in shape, he was this, he was that. It's obvious that they didn't want to move forward with a 25-year-old superstar. But now, he's in La La Land. His jerseys went from number 6 to number 1. You know, there's a lot of speculation of can him and Bron play with each other. The answer is yes, of course they can play with each other. It's going to be interesting. However, I think Dallas got better of the trade for the next 2 years anyway.
The most shocking thing about this trade is a couple things. Number one, you never trade stars for stars. I'm trying to remember, you know, I've been in the NBA for 40 years. Normally when you trade a star, you get a bunch of junk back. This is the first time I can remember where you got 2 all-NBA players traded for each other. I mean, obviously, I don't remember every trade, but I'm trying to think. You guys got a great staff there behind the scenes. I don't remember the last time we traded probably never will you trade an all-NBA player for an all-NBA player. So that's probably, and the second thing is, normally when stars get traded, you hear a lot of rumblings, and you just put them up for the highest bidder. So I think those are the 2 first aspects of this trade that are shocking. Star for star, and normally, like, they didn't go for the highest bidder. They went for a quick deal and it was over.
I did too, Pete. I thought it was fake news, dog. I couldn't believe, like, how you trade Luka in his prime like that?
So I've been hearing everybody's, you know, Ritter back and forth, can he play, da-da-da, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dope take on to speak to. I thought what you said was head on. But I looked at it a little different. And this is what I want to throw at you. You know the common denominator in all this that ain't nobody talking about, that I caught right off the top when I saw it. I said, oh, this is Nike. All these guys are Nike guys. Boom. People don't know Nico is an ex-Nike guy.
Right.
Code. This is code certified right here.
Right.
Nico is a code guy. He might not even be a Nike guy. He a code guy. So
For
whatever
sure.
Code was talking about, that's what Nico was on.
Right.
The Lakers know Code. The Lakers know Nico. Very well. You hear me?
Very well.
Very well. So I start just connecting all the dots. Luka, Jordan guy. Anthony Davis, Nike guy. Bro, this deal was done on a Saturday. Dog, you know who working on a Saturday?
It was done on Saturday, right?
Ain't nobody working on a Saturday. And if they do, it's from the top.
It is, in my time of playing basketball, following basketball, coaching basketball, it is the most shocking trade pulled off without anybody leaking it, without anybody knowing anything about it. And then with everybody that got wind of it, thought it was a fluke. We thought it was a fluke. I got 10 phone calls in a minute span saying this can't be real. Can you confirm it? I'm like, I don't know. I can't confirm it or not. It's shocking. Like you said, a 25-year-old guy, 5-time first-team All-NBA, generational talent. One thing I would have done if I was Nico Harrison in Dallas Mavericks, I'm not minimizing it to the Los Angeles Lakers and that one phone call. I am opening up the bidding for Luka Doncic, letting everybody know. Everybody's well aware of what he brings to the table. I got to assure. Now, the best deal may be Anthony Davis and the deal they got from the Lakers. I doubt it. At least I would have made sure the Lakers sent both of their first-round picks in. But but at the end of the day, you can't underestimate. He got a elite first ballot Hall of Famer in Anthony Davis, whose only concern is staying healthy. When he's on the floor, he's a dominant basketball player. And I believe it helps both teams. If the Lakers do continue to add by adding a big, both teams have a legitimate chance of winning it all.
Yeah, I learned that lesson the hard way. My first year in the NBA, I got traded out the blue, didn't see it coming. So it doesn't like surprise me any more than myself getting traded a long time ago. Like, I found out it was a business my first season, and no matter what, that will always stay with me. So it didn't like. I always say, like, no matter how untouchable you think you are, you never know.
First reactions I saw him
where?
here at the Garden when the trade news broke.
No, I wasn't here.
Where were you on the way home and you saw that? And
I wasn't here.
where were you at, baby? I wasn't looking for you or anything, but
I was somewhere other than here.
Were you as surprised as everybody else? Like, did you think that a player like that would be traded in the middle of the night?
I was very surprised.
I mean, it's part of the taking the whole career. If you were in Dallas, Luke was always going to be there with you, or I mean, is there ever, imagine that you could have stayed and he'd be gone?
For the most part, I'm happy I'm a New York Knicks. I'll keep it at that. I love Luka. Love everyone there. Happy I'm a Knick.
Cool. All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, I thought it was fake news. It's insane. Obviously I've played against Luka a lot of time, and the AD, and all the people that was included in the trade. This is the world we living in. This is it's a business. You have to understand this. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. If a 5-time All-NBA first team, a 25-year-old, a guy that was just made it to the finals 7 months ago, a guy that led the league in scoring, a guy that finished, I think, second or third in MVP voting, a guy that scored 70-something points, I think, twice or one time, I don't know how many times, a guy that had a 60-point triple-double, a guy that knows how to play the game of basketball. I keep going and keep going. The All-Star, not just All-Star, the All-Star started, and one of a guy that averaged 34, 9 and 10. But I'm not here to talk about Luka and how good he is. I think everybody in the world know that he's one of the best players in the league. At the end of the day, I've said this in the past, you get evaluated every single day. You don't take nothing for granted. Being an All-Star, you don't take it for granted. Being able to go out there and put the jersey and represent your team, you don't take that for granted. What I want Luka to the Lakers. I want Jokic to the Knicks. I want all the Europeans to go to all the big markets, to see something incredible. This is what I want. This is my dream. But
you're such a student of the history of the game. Where does this rank for you in terms of surprising moves that you maybe didn't see coming?
It's like similar to LeBron when he went to Miami, obviously that was on his own court, but still Luka's puts up similar numbers to LeBron, so he's a franchise player, and I'm sure he'll enjoy the sunshine in Cali.
Insane, man. It's crazy. Yeah, would have never thought Luka Doncic would get traded at this age, mid-season. The NBA is a wild place, man. If he can get traded, then anybody's up, for grabs, So yeah, so the fans, somebody spectating is pretty fun. I know it's kind of nerve-wracking, probably for Luka and everybody in Dallas, LA, AD, so everybody involved, I'm sure. Their heads are spinning right now.
The Luka trade and your thoughts on just the business of the NBA.
They say that nobody knew about the trade. Yeah, so that's crazy. At 25, they traded probably the best scorer in the NBA at 25. And he didn't know about it. So there's a lot more digging somebody got to do to find out why he got traded. Because you don't just trade him at 25. He just went to the finals, you know what I'm saying? So I feel bad for Luka, man, because I saw some on YouTube that say he just bought a crib and everything in Dallas. So that sucks, man. That sucks.
Does it inform you at 23?
Everybody get informed. Yeah.
I was gonna say
I'm scared.
How you see the league?
I'm scared. Tim, hey, if you gonna trade me, let me know, dog. When Luka got traded, anybody is able to get traded at that point.
To me, there's only 2 or 3 questions that make sense. Is one, the behavior of individuals of that talent within inside of the organization. Do they have leadership qualities that they felt that could lead them on? And thirdly, the Supermax. Were you willing to pay it? So if any of those answers were no, that's why this trade happened. But if all 3 of those was yes, like we all thought that was, from the outside looking in, we all thought those 3 answers were yes.
I was shocked.
Everyone else?
Like I said, I didn't know. I was actually at home about to watch a movie with my wife and got the phone call. So I had no idea. I just sent the team text about congratulations on a win against the Knicks, big win, and then looking forward to Tuesday's game against the Clippers as far as standing purposes, and found out like an hour later I was no longer with the team. So I was in shock, obviously. Had no idea that it was happening, but now is I'm kind of over it and just kind of get ready to play with Dallas.
Figure out how I'm going to deal with all this and put my best foot forward as one of the leaders of the team. So this is a weird case in NBA history to be a part of, but at the same time, it's the nature of our business, and it is a ruthless business. So you just got to be ready to pick up the pieces and still run towards the championship. That's the ultimate goal on why I play, and having other guys that are championship winners too helps. But at the same time, we still have to acknowledge that our little Slovenian president is no longer here, and we got to adjust.
You kind of look at that. How do you guys kind of talk about just the trades happening, guys like Luka, like AD, switching teams at this point of the year?
I think it's surprising, like everybody else said, and but we have to see how they look. We haven't been able to see them play with those teams now, and so we'll have to figure that out once we see Luka playing with the Lakers and AD playing with the Mavericks.
Thank you. I mean, of course, I think he didn't expect it. Of course, I think he just needs to be with his family right now. It's a big move. It's a business. I don't know. I think nobody expected, especially not him. I think nobody's safe in the league. It seems like, but I think he's gonna do a good job. I think he's the player for the big scene, even though I thought in Dallas he had something special going.
I didn't know what to do. I was just antsy. I was like just walking around the house, couldn't sit down. I called my dad, called you, called different people, whoever's gonna answer, because I needed to just like vent and talk to someone. Just due to the fact that this trade was, it's just so beyond shocking. And it's not only what happened, it's how it happened.
You were looking for someone to make sense out of it.
When
you called me, you were like, tell me something.
Am I missing something? Yeah. Is there something wrong with Luka? What's happening? Because the trade is awful. So I need to understand why it's happening. Right. And then also need to understand why they didn't go to market with him or call 15 teams and shop him around. Why did you call one team and just offer it up? Which made me believe, okay, so this is only personal.
Yeah. I thought it was real job the first 2. I ain't no way Luka's being traded. Like you said, all his accolades, he ain't even reached his prime yet. And if I'm a young NBA star, I'm not comfortable anywhere. Because if Luka can be traded at this stage in his career, where he's at, where he was going, anybody can be traded. But I said last year on Shaq's podcast, I said, if I'm the Lakers, I'm looking at trading Anthony Davis. And people thought I was crazy. I said, if LeBron is still your best player right now, you got to have better pieces to complement him. Yes, they won in the bubble. Yes, but LeBron is still looking like he's LeBron. So with that being said, I got to get pieces. I didn't know Luka was on the table when that happened. Who knew? But if I'm LA, I got to take that deal. I have to, because now you're playing for the now and the future. As LeBron says, you know what, I'm going to wear it down. I'm going to hang it up whenever that is, 1, 2, 3, 4 years, whenever it is. You have a bona fide superstar who has not reached his prime, who other people want to play with. Luka is box office, so we know He's going to bring the Hollywood lights. He's going to fix Hollywood. His game's Hollywood. On the other side for Dallas, it's a perfect compliment to Kyrie. They obviously are going to make some more moves. They didn't trust the fact that they were going to have to give Luka almost $400 million. Whatever's going on behind the scenes is really loud right now, because now we're looking like, you know what? How can trade do like this? There had to be stuff that we don't know about.
When I first read it, I didn't like it. I was like, why would they trade Luka Doncic, perennial superstar, all-star every year, for our agent, Anthony Davis, who we know has injury problems. He's been healthy the last couple of years, but for the most part, he's been injury-plagued his whole career. I'm like, I just don't like it. But when you read about it and see where they're going as a franchise, Dallas Mavericks, then it makes a little more sense. But I still don't like it, though.
He was supposed to be in there. Like, this was definitely a surprise for everyone. No, but I can only imagine how the people that grew up watching this man play, like them kids, them teenagers and all that, like, that's a big deal. Man, a lot of people got this man's shoe. So. No, but it is one of those things like where you, like, wow.
Yeah, it was.
It's one of them wow moments in NBA history that you will remember.
Since AD.
And then my ass, I was at dinner. I didn't find out about it in real time. You know, I went to dinner with my wife, had put the phone down, I'm engaging. I don't look at the phone, I get in the car. It takes balls of steel, if you Nico, to do this. Like, it really takes like, I'm gonna stand on this, right? I'm gonna make this decision and I'm gonna stand on it no matter what the city has to say. Like, it takes like a real, like, you serious about this job. Like, you looking.
Or crack.
A drug.
This is the second year.
This is gonna be one of the best reality TV shows probably in the history of sports. You know, Greta, this trade was a shocker for a couple reasons. Number one, it came out of nowhere, first and foremost. But secondly, what's really intriguing, normally when you trade a great player, you get a bunch of junk in return. The Mavs got a great Anthony Davis. So Luka's great, Anthony Davis is great. This is gonna be one of the most fascinating things. And the thing is, it's gonna be fascinating probably for the next 10 years. The Mavs won the trade for the immediate next three or 4 years, but the Lakers got a bright future if they put the right pieces around Luka.
We're gonna get the best Luka. We're about to get the best version of Luka, and he's about to be in the Laker uniform doing it. If he gets 70 in the Laker uniform, man,
if LeBron will allow it, LeBron got to take a step back.
So that's the next thing I'm about to say. So this is the first time, big homie.
Yeah,
you got to scoot over, big homie.
Right.
I got it.
I got it.
This is what you've been wanting, though.
Yeah, right.
This is what you've
he
been
wanted
wanting.
to give it to AD. AD didn't want it.
This is who you give the keys to.
Right.
This is who you. Hold on, Luka. Here, go ahead. Let me jump over here. Put the motherfucker. I'll go get that. To that motherfucker. Yeah, you navigate.
Right.
You fix the music and
right.
Yeah, make the left up here. Yeah, you navigate.
Right.
That's what's finna go on.
Yeah.
Now he just bought Bron 2 more years.
Man, he might have added more than that.
This is how Bron is gonna play with Bryce.
Right.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and tell me, what is your theory on why Luka got traded? And do you see a reason why this deal actually makes sense? So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and until next time.